What is up, my beautiful people? Hey, this week's episode is brought to you by 812 Farms. 812 Farms is growing fast, and they sure are. We were just down there this weekend. They want everybody to be a part of it. If you're a fan of quality beer, then this is definitely going to be the place for you. Even though I'm on the no drinking kick, I did taste. It's a sip of two of the beers that they've had brewed with their hops, and they were both very tasty. But they're going to open a new tap room brewery in Columbus there on their location. And they're going to use ingredients from right here in the Hoosier State. They won't be just a great destination for beer. They're also working to open a wedding barn, an event center that they're going to have some overnight lodging there. We got to tour all of it, and it's up and coming. It's going to be really awesome when they're done. And they're also, just to top off that, they're going to have an adult outdoor playground. That'll be a good time. I would say come out and meet them at some of their upcoming events, but as you'll hear in this, I guess they do have a Friendsgiving coming up that they kind of do something with, so that's something to be on the lookout for. But we did get to spend some time with them Saturday at the Hop Farm Party. It was a great time. It really was, man. They had live music, they had barbecue, and they had some great beer. But they don't forget to always support your local brewery. That's 812 Farms. Also, this week's episode is brought to you by Ranger Nutrition. Ranger Nutrition is a disabled veteran-owned company. They make all natural sports nutrition products. They were founded by a retired Army Ranger, which you heard him on our podcast when he was on. He was tired of bad sports nutrition products, so he just decided to make his own. him along with a couple of his chemist buddies from Berkeley University. They set out to create supplements that not only tasted good, but were healthy for you and didn't give you that jittery and nauseous feeling. They've developed everything from a protein powder, which you don't need, shaker bottle or agitator. You can throw it in a half bottle of water and shake it for about 20 seconds, and it completely dissolves. But they've also made some weight loss supplements like Catalyst XT that works for about 95% of the people who take it. I've taken it. It works really well for me. I hope it does for you too. Also, but since all of the products are all natural, this gives you the option to combine products to get even better results. Most popular, which is my favorite combo, is the Swole combo. It's the Catalyst XT, the Nitro NO2, and the pre-workout drink Max Out. You mix all three of those together, man, you're going to get some serious pump going. But you can go to rangernutrition.com to find out more about all of these products. Once you decide to buy, go ahead and use promo code SMUGCAST at checkout, and you're going to get 15% off your order. But that's Ranger Nutrition, designed for fitness warriors. Also, My Easy Company. They have a very good business as far as I'm concerned, as far as what they provide. They do the care packages that you can go in, you can customize it, you can put in whatever you want to put into it. Or they also have some packages that they're getting worked up to in case you don't know what to send. You can just go in there, click a button, send that care package. And you can specifically send that care package to somebody, or you can tell them, hey, I just want to buy this, don't have anybody to send it to whoever needs it. But you can also, it's not just for soldiers. You can send it to your emergency services here in the States, in your local hometown. They'll send, if Officer Gary helped you, change your flat tire, you can send him a care package. But make sure you check out their website. It's myeasyco.com. Once you decide to buy something, use promo code SMUGCAST at checkout, and you're going to get 10% off your order. And they're going to donate 10% to a charity of our choice. So we're pretty excited about that. But also, big shout out to Repo Records. They help us out with the audio each and every week, and this week was no difference. They provided us with the equipment to go down to 812 Farms and put on this podcast. So big shout out to them. That's Repo Records, taking the music back. And this week we have 812 Farms on. Like I said before, we went down, hung out for the day, had a nice party going on. We did a podcast before everybody showed up. Just seemed to be the best way to do it. I will say the audio, it's not the great audio you've come to enjoy here on the Smugcast, but it's pretty damn close. Repo Records really hooked us up with some good equipment to take down there to really try to make the sound pretty good. So bear with it. It's not bad. It's you might hear a little echoey, but it's really not too bad. I've listened to it already. So but with that, this is Smugcast.
Come on, get down to it. I'm trying to run to the chopper and my GPS system was stuck in the goddamn jungle. Come on.
This is Smugcast. Listen up.
All right. Welcome to this week's episode of Smugcast. I am AP. With me, as always, each and every week, the BJ.
First annual Smugcast road trip.
I know, man. I expected it to be different. Our first road trip.
Yeah, I did. I thought we'd go to a brothel.
I did.
Live.
I'm disappointed, really, that I've never had a sexually transmitted disease. Like, I've never even had crabs. I mean, can I get some herpes or something?
That you're just not trying hard enough.
I figure I'm not.
I'll pass.
As you can hear, we got some guests with us. If it does sound a little bit different this week, this is because we are on location. We are not in the studio, but I will do my best to make it sound normal.
Yeah, we got a hall pass.
We did get a hall pass. We got a hall pass?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nailing whores tonight. We are at the Hop Farm Party that you've heard us talk about leading the last 2 months. We are here with Aaron, that you've heard before.
Howdy.
And his partner, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
When I say partner, I don't mean that way. I just meant like in business. And
Not sexually.
Yeah, not sexually. That's what I'm getting at. But we come down to do a live on, I don't want to say live because this don't come out on Monday, but we're doing a podcast on location.
Yeah, and then do you want to tell us, guys, a little bit about the room we're in here?
This is actually a pretty dope looking room.
Yeah, it is.
So this place used to be a golf course, right? Mm-hmm. And this was the equipment shed, was it not?
Yeah, this is where they pull. If you look at the door here, that's where they pull the big equipment in.
Oh, okay.
This is where they had all their tools and stuff on the side.
Got you.
Then they converted it to an apartment. Well, sort of an apartment. And Joe used to live on site here
Oh, really?
for a couple years,
Two
right?
and a half years, yeah.
Really?
Lived right in here, yeah.
Did your wife live with you too?
Yeah, it was cold as shit in the winters.
we tore a lot of shit out of here. Yeah, this isn't quite what it looked like. When you lived here.
Okay.
There was a couch and a TV,
No,
Yeah.
it's a
Nice
good place. It was a place to cheap to live.
Yeah.
We were starting the hops field. Obviously, you see out there the poles and stuff. So
Yep.
it was quite an endeavor, I should
Yeah.
say.
So is that your toaster oven over there then?
We left it, yeah.
Yeah.
The washer and dryer's mine, too.
Because when you walk into an old place like this, and you always want to see what's left behind.
Yeah.
And it's always funny. There's a toaster oven, and it's like two different cabinets over there. And that fridge I love that fridge.
It'll hold 2 6-barrels.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
The little mini fridge. It works well.
I like the because they are developing this area, and they do have a little place that we went into before we started that's pretty freaking sick. That's going to be what your restaurant type. Is that what you're looking to do there?
Yeah, restaurant and tap room.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice little area. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to see when it's done.
Yeah, because no matter where you see a bar type thing, like
Yeah.
when you walk in and you see like how the kind of a bar set up, and like right away it's just like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just you're out in the middle of nowhere, which is it's a good thing too. I mean, it's you're out
Bring
here.
a tent.
Yeah.
So, Joe, do you so are you doing this full time now, or do you have a job like Aaron does?
Yeah,
or-
I have a full-time job.
Do you? Okay.
I'm in IT.
Okay.
You know,
You're an IT guy?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
yeah. Now, it kind of lucked into it after the
Yeah.
military. But, yeah. It was
Oh, you were in the military?
Yep.
How long were you in there for?
4 years.
4 years.
a good time.
What department or what branch?
United States Navy.
Navy guy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Navy guy that never saw a ship.
Never saw a ship?
Nope.
Really? Yeah. When were you in?
03 to 07.
Okay. How'd you never see a ship?
I was in the Presidential Honor Guard, so it was like a prestigious thing. They pulled me out of boot camp, trained me out on how to carry weapons and bury folks.
Yeah.
I buried I was in Reagan's funeral.
Really?
President Ford's.
Yeah.
Bush's inauguration and stuff like that.
No joke.
Yeah. Anytime you saw people on TV or on commercials, it would have been stuff that we were doing.
That's
Holy
awesome.
shit.
We got royalty in here.
I know it.
What up?
That just trumps anything I've ever done.
I know. I was just trying to sit here thinking, like, I don't have anything that really compares to that.
We have this little show or whatever.
Nobody does.
Like, I played
know.
I played high school football.
Of course you did.
Me too.
Of course you did. Otherwise known as peak.
Yeah, I peaked.
I peaked.
I peaked. That's also the last time I ever lifted weights.
I lifted weights the other day. The kids, no, I didn't. I mean, the kids left the weights laying around. I had to pick them up and move them.
Pick 'em up and move.
I did. I was like, screw this.
If anybody knows me, I do not lift weights.
Yeah.
Ever.
Now my wife got really into The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and
Starts tomorrow.
Yeah, oh, does it really? I didn't pay attention. We watch it on Netflix, so we're only about a year and a half behind. Because she decided to cut the cable, and that was a great idea. I probably shouldn't even go into that joke because that's part of Pissed.
Yes,
That didn't come out this week.
that's my bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Nothing's worse than having a really bad day, and then I got that text
Hey, the video's fucked up.
because I was already ready to like not go home and just keep driving down the road and saw.
Yeah.
And then you sent that video, and I was like, that's the icing on the cake.
Well, I can't make any excuses.
I
This is fucked up.
kept hitting autofocus, but I got a little arrogant.
Well,
arrogant.
what it was doing, because there was also. Have you seen? I don't know if have you seen the Pissed videos that we put out? They come out on Facebook.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I probably have. I
We'll
just don't
definitely share it on
remember.
the page in a few minutes.
but there was a mic stand because we shoot it in the studio. Well, so what the camera was doing is it was autofocusing on the mic stand. So I'm completely blurry. It's fucking horrible.
And you're the pretty one. We don't want to do that.
Which I don't even like being in front of the camera.
You know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
When you started putting out those clips, I would hide behind the camera on top of the TV, and then we like, hey, we need to move down one. I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, I get excited and start doing a helicopter and shit. I can't help it.
So my wife had a dick for a day. She'd just stand around and swing around.
This thing's so awesome.
But I could say that if I had a vagina, I probably wouldn't leave the house either.
I'd be the twiddling king.
I'd be the best bean flicker in town.
Oh, dude, tear it up.
He would be like, how are you ever bored?
I know, right?
And you'd start asking random questions like, why don't you do this?
Well, it's like my wife works from home, and I was like, how do you get anything done? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, how do you get anything done? She was like, I just do work. And I was like, I know, but if I was you, I'd be home like playing with myself all day. But I'm a guy. I mean, I get
excited.
bored. That's what I do.
If you're home by yourself, there's like three things you do. One is you just eat, and eat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or drink, and drink.
Yep.
And then take a nap. And then the other one is rub one out. That's the only four things you do. You don't do any chores.
I mean, if I'm at home by myself, I'm at least rubbing one out at least 3 times.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't got nothing. In an 8-hour period, I can pull that off.
And then you take a nap.
There are no naps allowed in my house.
You're not allowed to take a nap?
Not unless I'm completely hungover and I just go upstairs and have a couple beers and pass out, which I can't do that anymore.
Like whenever we're done, like whenever I go home after this later on, like I'm gonna take a nap before I go to bed. It's just because it's customary.
Nap before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Nah, my kids don't even nap. They need to.
Oof. The boys nap.
Do they?
Do you guys have kids?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Screw you two. No wonder they're living a good life and being able to do all this stuff.
Oh yeah. They still have money.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is our baby, then, I should say.
Yes.
We're broke.
They don't have their wife ask them, like, when are you going to be home?
No, we still get that.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
Hey, scoot up to the mic.
How's that?
There you go.
All right.
You can scoot your chair up. This in the studio. We could pick that up.
I know.
Here you can't. These mics are a little different.
It's all good.
But the first thing when I came out here, the first thing I wanted to do was shoot my gun off.
I told you could.
I know I should have, but then I wouldn't have anything to carry back home.
We don't shoot the hollow point.
Yeah.
I was cruising on Facebook this morning, and I came across this article, and the headline just it really made me feel warm inside, because there's two things. Well, there's a couple things in life that I really love, but one of them would be guns.
Absolutely.
Another one would be strippers. And this headline really in kind of incorporated all of that, and I'm sure everybody saw this. And this happened up in Kokomo, but
what is that place called? I know exactly which place it probably happened at.
This says Kokomo man's warning after having 16 guns stolen. Don't let strippers in your house. I firmly disagree with this. I think if you can have strippers in your house and your wife's okay with it, then you need to let her have strippers in your house.
That happened once.
Did it?
Yeah. So,
you had strippers in your house?
Yes. Joe Cav's girlfriend was a
Oh,
stripper.
I don't doubt that at all.
So,
But side note, Joe Cav's still in rehab.
Oh,
we think.
We haven't heard from him in 2 years.
oh no, that's
Like,
good.
you guys think he had problems? He had problems.
He had problems.
And so he's like, hey, my girlfriend's going to come over. I was like, the stripper? He's like, yeah. And so my wife was asleep. So I was like, hey, do you mind if Joe's girlfriend comes over? She is a stripper. And she was asleep. She's like, yeah, just make sure you take the trash out. I said, I will do. Fastest trash pickup ever.
But you read down through this article, and this is my favorite part. It says I guess the guy's last name's Swaggerty. Swagcast. We got a new one.
Did you see the picture of him?
Yeah. It's
He's
on here.
paying for everything.
What do you mean he's paying for everything?
Like, he's got a face only a mom would love.
But it says Swaggerty said last winter a woman he knew in passing showed up at his front door on Kokomo's north side shivering without a coat and asking if he still had a spare bedroom. Anybody see anything weird about this? All right, let me continue on. Over his wife's objection, Swaggerty let the woman move in. So first off, she knew he had a spare bedroom. Secondly, he's married, and he knows her.
Hey, baby.
So
You want to see my room?
he's spent several thousands of dollars on this stripper, I'm thinking.
And she followed him home.
Well, she...
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah. She...
Does she not know the rules?
I don't know, man, but he lets her stay in the house, and then her husband is in prison on drug charges, and he came home and the back door was busted down and like 16 guns and safes. It says and safes were gone. Who has a fucking safe that's that light?
Yeah, mine's
That
like
holds guns.
Mine's like 700 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how his wife felt about doing her laundry. If she had if they had to mix a load, they just threw it in together, not enough.
You'd have to put a lot of her laundry. I mean, how much did thongs
Do you think
weigh?
she called her and be like, "Hey, is there a special detergent to use on these?" Or she gets her clothes out of the dryer, glitter fucking everywhere.
How do you get this summer's eve smell out? That's what. Hey, everybody knows, man. You go into a strip club, they all smell the same.
So
man.
fresh, so clean.
Beer and summer's eve,
And baby powder.
baby powder. So, but no, I saw it this morning. I thought, man, that guy's got it going on. I want to be that guy. But that dude had AK-47s. He had AR-15s, some 22s. And the news really doesn't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to calibers.
Oh my god!
Because I started reading it, and it was like, well, he had these .556 rounds. It was like, his AR-15 was chambered to .556, and like the AK. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's completely wrong. I was like, yes, it is chambered to that, but that's not how you say that round.
No, it's not. Every time I see anything, it's like the people with the shotgun on the news. They kind of freak out and call it an assault rifle.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
They just don't know what they're talking about anymore.
No, they don't. I mean, everybody. I mean, anything. I saw a video of a guy at the gun range, and he's got an automatic, fully automatic, And he's like, he's like, everybody, wants to call these assault rifles, and so he pulls the gun up, and, rips off like 15 rounds, just like that. I mean, it's fully auto, right? So he sets the gun down, picks up a golf club. He said, "This is a golf club." He walks down to the end of the range where the target is and starts beating the hell out of the target. And he turns around and he goes, "Now this is an assault golf club." He goes, "That word doesn't mean anything." It doesn't. But no, it's the whole gun argument thing, man. That's something we could do a whole podcast on, but especially with you guys. You guys are gun guys.
Yeah, Second Amendment's everything.
Yeah.
We were last Friday. Joe and I are both members of the Bryan County Shrine Club, and we every year we have a trap and stillboard shoot.
Yeah,
it's actually next Saturday. So we always every Friday in October in Bryan County at the IGA, we sell raffle tickets for a shotgun. Mm-hmm. So last Friday, I'm sitting there, we're selling tickets, and about 11 o'clock, the manager comes up. He goes, "Hey, corporate doesn't want a firearm in here anymore." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And the guy that we're selling tickets with, he's like, "Oh, well, last Friday, some old lady walked up, and she's like, I'm just horrified at this situation," and walked off. He didn't really think anything of it. This week, she writes a letter to the editor of the Bryan County Democrat, completely slamming the Bryan County Shrine Club and the IGA for raffling off she called it an assault rifle, after just days after the Las Vegas massacre.
Oh my God.
Then she says, "This looked more like a weapon that a military guy should handle in the field instead of a hunter in the field." And this was a Mossberg shotgun.
Holy shit.
Welcome to our world.
Just complete ignorance. I mean, it's just...
She just wanted attention.
She does.
I'm not joking.
That's what everybody wants to be offended by something because honestly, I think they think it's cool.
I'm not going to tongue flick your butthole.
The only thing I ever get offended by is the type of toilet paper you have in your bathroom.
Oh yeah,
because that's very
Charmin sensitive.
I saw that. I felt it against my face.
Now that makes me want to.
Yeah, that means you care. That means you care.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's like
sandpaper. You don't like sandpaper on the ass?
My wife.
Oh, one ply.
Yeah, no, thank you.
My wife does
My
that.
finger goes through. It's like, oh, hello.
And you spend the next hour trying to get that smell gone.
Yeah, it's like you may have a fingernail that's a little too long, and you spend the next hour going, "Is that dirt or is that shit? Do I need to bite? Should I bite that nail off?
And
that shit?"
And the worst thing is when you sneeze and you cover your nose and like, oh god,
it's
in my nose.
Double take.
These are all real stories. I wish I was lying about this.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
I listened to Heartland Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And they had this conversation on Wednesday. When you stand up after taking a shit to wipe, do you stand up to wipe or do you sit down and wipe? Because I'm a stander and I thought that was fucking normal.
You stand up to wipe your ass?
Absolutely.
How the fuck?
It depends on the toilet.
Okay, yeah, I was saying it matters what's going on.
Dude, there's no way you're getting your ass clean.
Oh, how the fuck there's no God, no.
Oh no, man. No, you raise up and it spreads the cheek and you're able to get it clean.
That's why toilet seats get broke is because people do the side, the side like that. That's why they come off track.
I tell you,
I'm a stander.
You want to try something hard, man? I'm right-handed, and I broke my arm back in 2007 snowboarding. Right, I didn't think anything about it until it was time to take a shit.
Oh, man.
And I had to wipe my ass with the opposite hand.
Did it get shaky?
Oh, dude, I just bawled as much as I could and just tried to fucking get it back here and try to wipe it up. I don't know what to do. It was hard enough to try to learn how to write left-handed. Wiping your ass left-handed or opposite-handed is way harder than learning to write opposite-handed. Cool.
Because at some point, I keep thinking about standing, and I get it. But at some point in time, you're eventually going to be like either too old, knees are too bad, so you're gonna have to learn to do it and sit.
I just don't. I can't. I've never. No.
See, I to be honest with you, I heard the same episode. I never even knew that was a thing.
I didn't know sit. I mean, God damn it. I thought everybody fucking stood. I mean, Jesus.
Do you drop your pants fully to the ground when you take a pee?
No, that I do not do. Like, what was that?
Was that Diggs?
Nick no, I think it was Nick Moraldo.
Was it? I can't remember.
I only do that at the baseball field. Like the troughs at Wrigley.
Troughs. Just drop my pants to the ground.
I can't do troughs. I get stage fright.
I can't do it because they're disgusting. They're disgusting. Like you walk in there and you just want to throw up.
Oh no, man! I like to walk up behind the people and ask them if they need a hand. You want me to hold it? You want me to shake it for you? That's cute. Is that the only size it comes in?
You should just. I always ask them if their hands are clean. Why? Because I just need help in the restroom. Their face, they don't get it at first.
Yeah.
You have to write it down for them. What other weird things are there that people didn't know? Like, I didn't know there was like multiple parts of the female anatomy.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Like, what do you mean? What do you
Like
mean
where they
you
peed
didn't-
from for the longest time.
Oh, you didn't know there was multiple holes?
Oh,
No. Well, one of them's a myth. We know that.
It's a myth.
We have this whole wall we could draw and still won't be able to find it. Like, we have Indiana Jones, in the temple of Poontang. And
Would you
still can't
imagine
find
if a rock come rolling out that dude?
it. Shot you in the face?
Yeah. I seen a chick spit a golf ball out one time.
Because I never wanted to ask.
Hole in one.
I mean, my grades weren't the best, so I wasn't going to pay attention to health because it's a course you just pass for showing up or not getting pregnant or not getting someone else pregnant.
Right.
Because there was a girl in health class that sat right here that was pregnant.
Oh, yeah? She obviously needed health class a little sooner.
I know, but I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, "That's not mine, is it?" Not everybody appreciated my sense of humor. I learned it that day.
I could see that.
Once she cried and I got kicked out of class for being insensitive.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one getting in trouble for her bad decisions.
I'm the asshole.
Yeah. At least I'd probably be around.
You couldn't keep your legs shut and I get in trouble for it. Like, how do your parents feel about that?
Yeah.
That's what my kid, I got two daughters, and I mean, they're young, 4 and 6, so I don't have to worry about anything. But now my youngest keeps saying that she's going to marry this boy in her classroom. And I was like, well, who the fuck is this kid? I'm going to go have to talk to him. And
Background check.
She was saying something the other day and like doing this little stripper dance. I just looked at my wife and I was like, you need to get them on birth control as soon as possible.
I can get them some kind of patch.
It was like, I know how their mom was.
Well, then
Shut that shit down right now.
spend an afternoon with my youngest, Colin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he needs him.
Yeah.
Bad.
Y'all motherfuckers
How old
need
are your
Jesus.
My kids are 14 and 12.
14, 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luciano, he's been on the show, the intern. You can't even tell that he's 14. He's both my kids are amazing. Last night we went to Walmart with Q and Colin, and Colin was pushing a cart. I mean, I've never seen this before. While sending like Snapchats and stuff, not paying attention to any aisle, cutting off other people,
Yeah.
and just not giving a care in the world. And he's like, "What's the matter?" I was like, "Can you just push the cart up and down the aisle without hitting anything?"
Oh, shit. He's one of those.
Oh no, he was face down like this,
Oh.
and then he'd hit something back. I just need to move over.
Oh, if he'd have ran into back of my heels, I'd have probably beat his ass. That fucking shit pisses me off so bad.
See,
My wife
I
hates
watch
it.
those, the one where you're pissed off, the pissed off ones or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Pissed. Yeah.
That's it.
He has to ride in the cart to the car. I'm like, no.
That's what my kids do.
And then Q asked the cashier. He's like, "Can he use my employee discount?" She's like, "Well, sure, you can swipe your card anytime." He's like, "No, I don't work here. I just want to know if you got an employee discount." And then I told the lady, I said, "Don't worry about it. He's drunk, but I'm driving though." And she goes, and she lost her mind. I was like, "Ma'am, I'm just joking. He's only been drinking NyQuil." And because I just bought NyQuil, so I was trying to, because the Walmart cashiers are hilarious. So you said do you guys do self checkout?
I fucking hate it.
Sometimes.
So last night it said 20 items or less. I had like 14 items. So I went to it took me five minutes to check out, right?
Yeah.
But before that, we walked from the Walmart from almost over there where they have the yard supplies or whatever, lawn and garden.
Yeah.
All the way over to frozen foods and all the way back, and the same dude was still standing in the same place as self checkout.
What? So,
And he was losing his mind. He looked like he had to be somewhere.
His head was.
oh, wait, so what did he have more than 20 items or what?
No, he was standing in self checkout.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to use self checkout. But I still started using the going through the actual lines or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
But they're like, everyone wants to go to self checkout,
Yeah.
but not everybody knows. But what it sucks is when you go through and scan it,
Yeah.
and then it don't take, and you got to call the lady over.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, "Oh, what I got to come over here for?" And then she's like, "Oh, I got to get a manager." I'm like, "Why the fuck are you managing self checkout if you can't do an override?"
I tell you something that I still don't get is because when you go to a grocery store, okay, say I go to a restaurant and I order a beer, and the girl is under 21, she can bring that to me, right?
As long as she's 19 or over. I think it has to be 19 to like.
Is that what it is?
I think so, right?
See, but it feels like you go to a grocery store and you got to be 21 to even be able to scan the damn thing.
Because they don't have. Usually, servers will have a server's permit if they're 19.
Oh,
So usually,
gotcha.
cashiers that are under 21 don't have that.
okay. It's like okay, I'm already buying alcohol with my 2 kids in the car, and all we came here to get was vodka because I couldn't take them into the liquor store. It's like, can you come scan this shit?
Yeah, it's like cigarettes too. Like at CVS, you used to hire 16-year-olds, and they couldn't ring out tobacco, and they got to call someone else over there.
Yeah.
and I get called over there to ring them out, and I'm like, this sucks.
See, and that shit just don't even make sense. Like, why? I mean, it's not like they're buying it. All they're doing is scanning it.
They're influencing
It's like,
them.
I don't know. I'm big on driver's licenses. I don't think they should utilize bartenders or even convenience store reps as police officers, or they're policing our IDs.
Yeah.
I don't think it's proper.
When I worked at 7-Eleven, they did stings.
It doesn't look like you.
They did.
Who the fuck are you?
So they hired people from the outside, and they would come in to see if you would actually.
Oh yeah.
If you got a red card,
Like one of them secret shoppers or something.
yeah,
Shit?
and then you have to check for their ID or whatever.
Yeah.
But the
Bullshit, man.
But here's what 7-Eleven did to make it easier. This is why if they got caught doing that, they're fucking stupid. All you had to do is in certain states you just scan their ID through the register, and it takes everything off of you.
Yeah.
All you have to do is scan it, and if it doesn't go through, say, I'm sorry, it does not go through. I cannot sell this. So it's yes or no. It's not like.
Well, that's why we got them fucking barcodes on the back. That's
Yeah.
what that shit was for.
That's what it was for, and that's why their POSs would do that, because other places they still have to check their IDs. And
Yeah.
And you got to worry about like skimming. I mean, these people are pulling skimming like information. You're wondering why you're losing your shit all the time because you're handing over your ID to this guy and a debit card at the same time. Guy goes back, take a little picture.
Yeah.
Have a good day. There's your shit gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, on certain cameras, that's why if you ever see a clerk sometimes set your credit or debit card behind the counter, if they're swiping it, because there's cameras overhead, and it's a real good camera, you can zoom in and get that front of the card number at the expiration date.
Yeah, see,
No shit.
That's what I deal with ATM security systems now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So
I love watching people try to steal ATMs like trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so funny to me. Like, what dudes get together and be like, hey, let's steal an ATM?
What are you guys doing later?
I mean, I know a couple of
I was going to say if you know the tech on them,
Because when I did the
let's hijack a bitch.
when I did the remodels I'd watch them install the new ATM machine. Those things are in there with bolts. The bolts are like this long.
light
Yeah.
bolts about that big around.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
5 of them. Yeah.
Wow.
And I watched it, and that's where I thought of it. I was like, who the fuck tries to steal those? And they think it's just going to come. It moves easily. No,
Yeah.
those things are more safe than anything else.
Yeah, they got motion detection, heat detection.
Really?
Yeah. You dig around with them, you're gonna get busted.
Yeah.
Well, here's
I
my
mean, unless somebody's broke and don't have like the alarm systems, but
Yeah.
most all the places I work for do.
Yeah.
Here's where my issue is with it is I never know whether they're going to keep the card before you put your PIN number in or swipe it, pull it out. Like those,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not,
'Cause they're not all the same.
Yeah, because once I put my card in there, I wasn't paying attention, and just I was like, "What's wrong with this thing?" I just kept leaving my card.
Going on?
Well, that's like my bank now, man. Once you put the card in, before it will dispense the cash, you have to pull your card out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's because people were. All right, so yeah, that was a software update due to the EMV process. Before they were holding them, and older folks were leaving them there because they were giving the cash too soon. So they're forcing you to grab your card
Gotcha.
before you get
fucking
your
old people ruin everything.
Yeah, dude, it was terrible.
Oh fuck! I've left mine in one before.
Yeah,
I was
me too.
pissed too
I
because
just
I was
did
about
it
to go
long-
buy some weed and I couldn't get him. Like I lost my card.
So your
Son of a
weed dealer, is that when did he have a swiper on his phone?
No, man, you just take him to the store and buy him $50 worth of shit.
Let me just get it on front, brother.
And his app's not working one day. Well, hang on.
Please sign here.
And all of a sudden you write personal checks and he's just taking pictures and sending it to your account. At the memo it says
yeah.
weed.
Dude, I had a buddy that's been on this show when we were in college. He hit me up one day and he was like, "Hey man," he's like, can you give me a dime bag?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess. Why can't you go get it?" And he was like, "Well, I don't have any cash." And I was like, "So I'm buying you weed?" He's like, no. He's like, I'm gonna write you a check. And I was like, "You're gonna write me a check?" he goes, yeah, man. He's like, can you take it to the bank and cash it? And I was like, yeah, man, just put weed in the memo.
And I know this is an old joke, and I'm not going to steal the joke, but seriously, that's giving you a fucking chore. Like, I want you to do something for me, but it's going to cost you more time and effort.
Oh yeah,
That's why I charge him like 25%.
Now,
that's like I had to go to the bank and deposit a $10 check.
and now I've got a paper trail.
Exactly.
And we were talking about that and even with Q on the way down here, like we're not realizing how fast technology is taking off. Like we love it, but I mean, our fingerprints are everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't like it.
They know what apps we download,
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff now.
And then the apps are pulling information that you're accepting. What if you don't read all the terminology and all the terms and bases of everything, they're pulling information from you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Contact information immediately.
Oh yeah. It's like I updated the laptop last night. To come down here and it goes back through and resets everything more or less when you do that big upgrade. And it says do you wish to send data reports back to Apple? Do you wish to send crash reports to
diagnostics?
And I was just like, holy shit! It's like they're people are just openly sending shit to other people for no reason.
Do you mind if we pull your nudes off your hard drive?
Exactly. I wish they would, man. I'd like for a dick pic of mine to get out, man. It might get us some more coverage.
we hope you looked at a 17-year-old so we can come bust your house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's another. Like how you can go to Google and just Google wherever the fuck you want to see and go to images and there it is.
Yeah, boom.
It's hard to tell.
Hello.
You don't know. That chick showing her. Yeah. It's not got her ID right next to it going, I'm 18. It's okay to look.
Oh, I know. And that's the scary part is that there's a lot of things to get people caught up to that I've noticed that I'm not saying that someone's doing something improper that they shouldn't be caught, but there's
they're setting you up for failure, man. That's the United States way.
I mean, it also goes back to our whole lives are based around 3 digits, our credit score.
Yeah.
That determines what kind of person we are. Mm-hmm. No matter what we've done, no matter anything, it's just, your credit score sucks, so you're a bad person.
I'm above average.
I brought mine back.
Are we talking about penis size?
That's what she said.
I have video proof.
Hog is the word.
Thank you, sir. I like sending things to people just to see their faces.
BJ likes to send me dick pics.
No, but you
Not
guys,
your dick, other dicks, right?
well,
Dude, okay, so back up.
Easy.
You know how we were sending between us two and Juice.
Yep.
We were sending like tranny pics back and forth. I don't even remember how it started, but so we were Googling just pictures of nude trannies. So this dude's got a dick the size of my forearm and fucking titties.
great shape too.
Well, I was gonna send one out the other day, and it was a picture of a dude, like this big burly looking dude, right? And he had a pussy. It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like he had a hairy chest. And I was like, God, if that's Photoshop, somebody did an amazing job. It was fucking weird.
Lesbian's dream.
Oh well, I think it was. I'm sure it was probably like a transgender. I don't know.
Was there any kind of flannel laying around anywhere?
Nah, he was naked. Big burly motherfucker.
Had an axe sitting off to the side.
Yeah,
You give me a couple drinks, I might fuck him. I don't know.
Pam Bunyan, I guess.
I don't know, you always see women running their hands through the hairy chest of a dude. I
Viking-esque.
don't know how. Yeah, it was weird.
Like, let's just stop for a moment. So, why you started the pictures? You know that, right?
Yeah, I know because I was looking.
What gets you there?
Well, that was. I think that was the chick that came at me and Juice for saying we didn't like Taylor Swift, and that was in her. When I was looking for pictures of her because we thought she was a dude,
She was.
So I was just trying to find a picture of her pussy. It was a chick. Well, at least now it is.
Whoa.
But she had that picture on her page as a like some transgender. This dude had a big old dick.
Because she kept cutting off her Twitter pictures right where at the very top of her.
Well, I finally found one that showed everything, and I was like, well, at least now she's a chick.
Oh man, it was so gross.
Did you see the
Playboy is going to?
Yeah, I was going to say
they're going to have a tranny on there.
I tried to set you up too. Like, hey, would you hit this?
Well, I saw it the day before, and he sends it to me. He's like, "Would you hit this?" And I was like, before or after the surgery?
No, I mean, if you can be that pretty, I mean, good Lord. Yeah. I mean, like that one.
Like, I think she must have had some face work because I saw some older pictures of her, and her jawline was like a dude's jawline. So I think she's had it kind of carved.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I don't agree with. She had that surgery when she was 16 years old.
Before you can drink a beer,
before
smoke a cigarette.
your fucking your brain's not even fully developed.
But last week we also said you could also get married at that age too, which I don't think you should be able to.
You can in Kentucky.
You can fucking marry your sister in Kentucky.
Yeah. Third cousin, man. Come on.
It's on down the line.
Did you guys see the video of the Russian model getting her head smoked off a pole?
No, I sure didn't. I said
my God. So BJ sends me a text message, sends it to me and Juice. Me, him, and Juice, we got a group text going on. We spit ideas and shit back and forth to each other. And so BJ sends us a text message of a screenshot off of Twitter, right? And the screenshot just says this is at PKINT 2014. I'm not sure who that is. But it says, Natalie Borodina, 5 fast facts you need to know. And you look at the screenshot, and it says, according to the Daily Mail, police initially believe that alcohol may have been a factor in the accident. Okay, and then I'm like, okay, that kind of spikes my interest. So I go to Twitter and finally find it. Well, this chick is a Russian model. She's 35, was a Russian model. Was 35 years old, was a mom, was a wife.
Was.
Oh,
fuck.
So they're on, and her friend, whatever you want to call it, are on vacation. Girls' weekend, whatever and in some other country. They're driving down the road, and this Natalia, or I think is how you say her name, is in nothing but bikini bottoms. No top, great tits. She is hanging out the passenger side window of a car, okay? And she's holding on, and she's being like all sexy and goofy and shit. Well, she slips once and kind of slips back down in the car, and they kind of giggle and laugh it off. And so she goes back out and does it again. Well, this time she's holding on to the window right with her left hand right next to the post. She's got a good grip. Well, she's really hanging out her car. Her ass is on the window sill and her entire body is sticking out the side of this car, right? All of a sudden, you see a splash of water and her fucking head tags a pole.
Oh, fuck.
And fucking kills her.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she went to the hospital and died right after that, yeah.
Dude, I saw a picture of her.
Were they filming themselves as they're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The driver was filming her.
Yeah.
So she was driving, looking to her right, and I think she drifted a little bit to the right and smoked her friend's head off a fucking pole doing 60 miles an hour.
Do you remember what I said to you? And I don't care.
I'm getting there.
Did it break her neck or anything?
It smashed in the back of her head.
Yeah. I think it was brain contusion that killed her.
And you hear a kind of a thud, and then the video, and you see her body kind of flail and the girl scream, and then the video stops,
and
right?
the other girl was found innocent.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Well, it was involuntary manslaughter. It wasn't on purpose. So they were both. The person outside the window was just.
That's her. She's just as fault as everybody else.
So I watched this video and it freaks me out so bad. I'm shaking. I was like, oh my God,
because that could be anybody.
Exactly. And so
we were fucking crazy growing up. So
we were. I was too. BJ was too.
Riding on the top of hoods and 85 hoods.
Fuck
85
yeah,
Chevy
man.
hoods.
And so I sent BJ a text. I was like, holy shit, that freaked me the fuck out. Because it did. I was like shaking trying to text that. It freaked me out. So I don't know why it just freaked me out so bad. And so BJ, being BJ, sends back, I know, right? What a waste of nice tits.
I love it, dude.
And, I thought about it for a second. I thought, God damn, you're right, man. Because they were fake, clearly. What a waste of good silver.
Because if my there's two sides to me, and we've been doing this over a year now. So there's two sides to me. There's a side that a lot of people see, which I still try to make jokes, but there's this whole other dark side that I send AP stuff, and he sends back. It's like ha ha ha, because you don't know if you should laugh at it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely. I don't know, man. And then of course, and I tell you what, you know how like we get like numb to certain stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's anything. Just
We get numb to a lot of things.
we do, and it really. I guess I never really thought about it. And then I saw Gordon Haywood dislocate his ankle, and I watched it. And went, it wasn't that bad. I went, holy shit!
I've done
Because that
that
was
before.
that was the same day that I watched the video of her earlier in the morning, and then I saw that. I think that night. Because I mean that shit was on the internet like as soon as it fucking happened.
Oh yeah, man.
And I just watched it and went, yeah, it's not that bad. At least you didn't get your fucking head smoked in.
Yeah, I mean, because I saw it and I was like, oh, I've been there.
Oh well, I've never dislocated one.
Imagine if you lived in a war zone, man. Then people were, watching people getting heads blown off every day.
And that's
what-
Just,
yeah.
just,
That's what I was going to say. When they first CNN put war back in the first Gulf War, everything fucking changed.
Yeah.
It also changed. We've talked about this before when the space shuttle blew up. And then even with the footage of JFK, and then now we have war zones, and it's we're numb to it. We're just like, oh, I want reality. I want real world's on. Huh.
I think it comes down to September 11th. That's whenever everybody lost their sense of security in the United States. And Bush did what he thought was right. Ended up. He'd been scrutinized and all that stuff, but
9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a theorist.
If you would have listened to last week's episode, he would he wanted to disagree with all of it.
But one thing is, like, when he talk, I'm going to listen. He spent time in the military. I'm not saying no matter what, because his opinion means a little bit.
I wasn't in war.
I know, but what I'm saying,
I did bury the fuckers though.
But what I'm saying, you saw the after effect of it, and that's because a lot of times as people, you got to see more of the whole inside and outside than a lot of other people.
Security was a
do.
lot more. It was a lot tougher because I went in 2003. 2001 is when it went down. It's because everybody says before September 11th it was a lot different military.
Mm-hmm.
After September 11th, it turned into this hypocrisy, craziness about security and the way people feel, and how are you doing today? It's not like that. It wasn't like that before. It was just more of a, you go into work, do your job, go home, you're 20 in and get the hell out.
Because I think we put the soldiers in the crosshairs of stuff that they had nothing to do with. They have nothing to do with the NSA, with the phones. They have nothing to do with the satellites. They have nothing to do with any of that stuff.
None of it. No.
We're asking them to go do the worst possible thing in the world, which is like, you're going to go to a different country, don't speak the language, and they're going to have guns, you have a gun.
And you don't know anything. They
Yeah.
just tell you you're fucking going to go. That's not an option, man.
Yeah.
Not an option.
And then now that all the work that we've done is kind of backpedaling now a little bit. So and that we lose perspective on the people that are really paying the price, which is the soldiers, and we got to listen to politicians and bureaucrats. And now we're debating on whether presidents call dead soldiers, and I'm like, fucking stop.
Come on.
Keep that on the inside.
Well, and it's got to do with the president, Trump. We've got people that are really pissed off that he's president, and then you got people that are really happy that he's president.
Yeah.
Then you got people that are, I'm good with most of his politics. His mouth is kind of crazy, but he's not a politician, man.
No.
He's out here doing, it'd be like putting you in charge of presidency right now.
Oh, fucking
I'm all
weed's
for that.
legal.
You know what I mean?
We're going to
You know what I
legalize
mean?
weed. We're going to legalize prostitution. We're going to legalize gambling.
You think vacations are bad now?
The only difference would be is you had, won some $1 billion in a bank account, and you've got a lot of businesses and a lot of connections around the world.
Yeah.
Did you
And
see?
I think he's affecting his exterior United States game right now is on point. He's taking North Korea shit, and all everything. He's taking care of business, man.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the United States, we ain't gonna fuck with you. That's
right.
the way it is, man.
Yeah. I believe we got away from a lot of that last 8 years.
Yeah.
And this is his tweet. He sent out, subject to the receipt of further information, I will be allowing, as president, long blocked and classified JFK files to be open.
Oh, really?
Sweet.
So we're going to see if Ian's right.
Well, the funny part is every time he fucks up, he's like, "Here, I'm gonna give him something."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like Jess. Jess from Blonde or Brunette said. She said, if you agree 100% with your guy, constituents, if you agree 100% with everything that he says, like you're fucked up.
Yeah, that's like
No,
agreeing.
you can't agree with everything.
No, you
Exactly.
can't- the same thing you can't do in marriage or with your kids or friends. You're not gonna agree on everything. There's no
Yeah.
possible way.
And so it's left and right. You know what I mean?
I don't know. You believe in highlights and I don't.
Hey man, I used to rock that shit, man. Bitches loved it.
I know my son
You got
rocks.
some frosted tips?
Yeah.
My son has them, and we were walking into the store, and the lady said, "Hey, nice hair. I really like that." He thought that she was talking to me because she's an older lady,
Yeah.
probably in her 30s or whatever. And she just said it again. He looked around. He's like, "Are you? Oh, thank you." She was talking to him because
Yeah.
he had the frosted tips.
Yeah, man. You got to hit that.
I said, "Son, I told you it played."
He's a good looking kid though, man. They both are. You both. I mean,
The funny part is they're obsessed with abs now, which is I'm not upset by that.
no.
So they work out heavily.
They're in an advanced physical education class.
Sweet.
Luke actually won the push-up contest.
No shit?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And then they both, I think Colin's doing like he did what you said. If you want to get abs, you got to do so many crunches.
You gotta do crunches.
He's been doing them.
Yeah. I know that when I first told him, he was like, "I'm going to do 1,000," and I was like, "No, you're not. You're going to get
It
to
matters in
100.
how long. Just say how long.
Yeah.
12 hours.
We need 2 minutes. You can do 1,000 in 2 days, but
Yeah.
let me know how long it's going to be.
That's right. No, I mean it's. I don't know, man. The world's the. You're in trouble. The wife's in.
We just we just need to take things in small doses.
Yeah,
Like today, for example, we came down here. Just it's a small thing to be happy about. Instead of there are a lot of shitty things going on around us, but we don't need to like dwell on those. Just mock the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and drink beer and eat barbecue.
That's
that's
right.
right.
And give people shit as much as possible, man. If you don't give people shit, then you get comfortable in your situation, I
Yeah.
guess, and people get way too comfortable with what's going on. That stuff can go away real quick.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, real quick. So
You got to bust balls.
yeah, that's what I'm all about, man.
That's why I keep Steph on her toes. Sometimes I just come home and just load it on coke. Running around the house behind everywhere. Keep her on her toes.
Hey, cocaine's a wonderful drug.
I've been married 16. I've been married 16 years. You should listen to me.
11 here, man.
11. Damn, I don't know. How long?
It's on the side of your body in a tattoo.
It's 9 years.
There you go.
I had to think about it.
I've been with her when she was 14. I was 16 when we got together. So
Damn.
we've been
Oh,
together.
summer love.
Right, baby.
Summer loving.
There you go.
Happened so fast. Summer loving.
I wish. No.
Put it in her ass.
That's awesome. No comment. I don't get shut down very often.
Oh shit.
I just checked the lyrics. That's not how it goes. I just look.
You sure? I could have swore that's what they said.
It might have been
Have you listened to the words of that? Like what they actually said? Did she put up a fight?
Yeah. Put up a fight. It's rape night.
No,
something
you,
like
you
that.
can't put up a fight when you tie their hands behind their back.
I know it.
Duct tape over their mouth, blindfold them.
It's not.
Drag him out in a
I
cornfield.
almost no. I said this the other day, and I'm not gonna. I forgot. It almost just came out, and I was like, "Oh, we'd had to bleep that."
Yeah.
it would have been a bleep.
Our food has arrived.
Barbecue
Oh,
man.
barbecue's coming in. I like that.
So if it gets a little loud, apologize.
Oh no, you're fine, man. You got whose dog is that?
That's mine.
That's your dog?
Yeah, it's Max.
It's a good dog, man. I love that he just hangs around.
Yeah, he's probably the most chilled dog I've ever
Yeah,
had.
my dog would be out there in that damn cornfield chasing shit.
Go ahead. I mean, he lived here 2.5 years, so he knows
yeah,
the
this is-
terrain
yeah.
and what the hell's going on. And
Yep.
he's a pit bull. He loves babies all the way up to old
Yeah.
people.
It's awesome.
Well, man, that's people always say, well, that's a dangerous breed. No, it's not. It's how you fucking raise that dog. No dog.
It's
is
how you
born
raise
mean.
anything. It's the environment that anybody's in.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to my kids.
Well,
They're
you
mean
just
as
got to
fuck.
think that animal world is all about like you've got your tier of people, or your
Yeah.
tier of animal, and he respects me and my wife as his boss, you know, basically.
You're the alpha.
Yeah,
Alpha dog.
And don't fuck around, you know. You get your shit straight, and you won't, you know, there won't be no repercussions.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
No, yeah, man.
That should be on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Shit, we're gonna make new T-shirts.
That'd be a good one.
We just got these, and I'm excited about our T-shirts.
Yeah, we do have.
You guys are sharp. I like those.
I know
We
it.
do have T-shirts for sale.
Took a year for him to figure out what he wanted to do.
And I figured it did. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I mean, I'm a designer. I mean, I build logos. I do all that shit, right?
that's
So
cool.
it's like, it more or less came down to how much do I want these shirts to cost? Because
That's where we're at, man.
It's-
And if you can't make money on something, then why keep doing it? You know,
I mean, that's
it's
right.
not- it doesn't make sense.
I mean, this is the first run, and I mean, I talked to our printer last night, and my first question was like, how crazy can I get with this? You know, where it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's one thing if I can order 200 prints. You know, it's another if I'm only going to order like 30.
But see, we were at the corn maze for 450 North,
Yeah.
and I tell you what, we had 4 people come up and ask about Smugcast. Like,
Oh,
hey,
really?
what's up?
'Cause they heard- they listened to your podcast.
Hey, man, we
No
love listening to
shit.
your Smugcast. We heard you guys were on there and stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We love your beer.
That's
you know,
awesome,
so
man.
I mean, you guys are
I
getting
love
some rep
hearing
out there.
that.
So yeah.
Oh, we know. I'm kidding.
You smug son of a bitch.
No, it is weird because we'll have someone send us a message and that we don't know, and it's still like thing.
It was just random, man. He
'Cause
just
it's
sat there
weird.
and talked to us for a hot minute. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
did you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that." And certain things about like whenever Aaron was on your guys'
Yeah.
show or whatever. So it was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
that was a fun episode.
Yeah, you were so impressed you didn't show up.
I have a job. I apologize, man. I apologize.
You were sick
He
that
said
day.
you were sick.
You were sick that day.
I was sick that day.
That was a Sunday.
I still work. On
Oh, do you
Sundays.
really?
Yeah,
That
don't
sucks.
matter.
You were sick with the flu that day or something.
Yeah.
That's when you couldn't get it. That's when
I don't lie a whole lot about that shit, so I will tell you. If I was sick, I was sick. I'd show up though.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
Man.
this is me and Aaron's third podcast together, actually.
This is my
Third.
second with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
second, yeah.
You were juices. I'm
Joe-
still yet to be on juices.
Wow.
You should go, man. He's
Joe
a good
and I
dude.
and BJ were on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did hit me up and asked if I would be on his 100th episode in February.
Oh.
So I guess I have to make time for that.
Hey, motherfucker, what's up?
Well, the difference is like between me and AP, it's like today, it's like I can not come home forever, not in a bad way, it's because everybody else is busy,
Yeah.
and so they're used to me working on Saturdays, and that's why I was like, oh, I'm always available if you need me to do a podcast.
Yeah.
I always ask him like, why you need ratings to go back up?
Nah, Juice. He was supposed to come, but apparently he doesn't have enough pull at his company to be able to get out of work today. Do you hear that, Juice?
Talking to you, Justin.
But whatever.
Everybody has
Jeez.
to work, man. It sucks.
You what?
That's everybody has to work. It sucks,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I know, and that's the hard part is like same with you guys are doing what we're doing. It's just like you what you want to spend your time doing, but
You can't do it,
Yeah.
man. You just sit there and go to work, and they're like, "Oh shit, you're gonna get off by 5 o'clock today." Nope.
no.
We'll stay until 9 o'clock. Fuck you. You're gonna-
Fuck you.
Yeah, you go to bed and then you get home. You leave. I get home around 9:30, 10, and it's like I'm just gonna go to bed, and then you get right back up at 5, do it all over again.
Don't forget about the jacking off part.
Yeah.
You got to rub one up.
JJO.
What up?
What was the Fun Joe? It's called a Fun Joe. That's a fully naked jack off.
I only do that when I cry.
When you cry,
Yeah.
you cry and masturbate at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Usually in the car in the driveway.
Use your tears for lube.
Yeah.
You're in the driveway doing a Fun Joe and eating a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
No, you can't eat a cheeseburger. You have to eat a burrito because it's
Burrito.
cleaner.
Oh,
it's
that's
cleaner.
Hey, grab me a beer.
That way, either hand doesn't matter.
You don't want to get sour cream on your dick.
No. Cause an infection.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you like sour cream on my penis?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
He just.
I said, hey, babe, you like sour cream on my penis?
Ooh, what'd she say? Oh, that's not a no. That's not a no.
That's more of a fuck you.
I'm thinking we should set up another mic and bring the wives on.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
fuck
chicks, man.
you.
Hey, you want to come? We can get them on, man. They're good people.
Come on down.
I meant with you two. let's have a little group therapy here.
I don't know about all that, brother.
Call Sebastian. Let's get some group therapy going. Can we ring him in on the phone?
Skype him in.
Well, I don't think we're set up for that, but I can figure it out.
We'll get him in.
Oh, Sebastian.
Yeah.
He's shout out to Sebastian. He actually just finished his first round of chemo.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he's
Can we get him on speakerphone? I can put it through the pill, man, and we can put a mic on it.
and then
know.
we went through and
Maybe.
he everything's going so well. He might only
I'm
have to do,
serious as hell, dude. I ain't playing.
he only has to do 2 more rounds.
Are you still drinking?
Oh, does he?
Theoretically, if it doesn't, it's over.
You guys just keep getting beers brought in. Like you guys are going to be so drunk. What are you drinking? Is this your beer that you're drinking?
Yeah, this is our beer.
Tell everybody about your beer.
This is 812 Harvest Ale from Quaff On. So back in what is it, August 31st, somewhere around there, Joe and I had a hop picking party down here. Quaff On brought over their beer truck, brought over some workers. We also had Girls Pint Out from Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah. I remember
They
you
came
telling us
down.
about that. Yep.
So they came down. We picked a bunch of hops for them. They made 2 different beers with our hops. They made a beer called a Quaffalips,
Okay.
which is like their they make it every harvest season. Okay, and then they made an 812 Harvest Ale, which they usually make a Harvest Ale and a Quaffalips. A Quaffalips is like their named, their named seasonal harvest beer.
Yeah.
That they get with fresh hops and
Yeah.
from the local source.
And so we did that beer and the Harvest Ale, and this is the 812 Harvest Ale right here.
Yeah.
And then later, Jared May, who is the head brewer for the Tap in Bloomington, is bringing over an IPA called Farm Fresh.
Yeah.
And that's made with our hops and some of our pellets as well, fresh hops and pellets. And it's delicious. But he'll be over here about 2.
Okay. Yeah. What? Do you see that Juice is doing a beer review every Friday?
I did see that.
For
Absolutely.
another guy that has a podcast. It's called Bumming with Bobcat.
Yeah, I listened to that.
So-
You mentioned that on your guys' podcast last time.
So he's kind of doing something with him where he reviews a beer every Friday. Juice is not a beer reviewer, so it should be highly entertaining.
But that's awesome because
So
neither are we.
You gotta send him a beer and let him
Absolutely.
figure out how to get him some beer up there and let him
for sure
review
do
your
that.
beer.
Oh, that won't be hard. We'll get it up there.
Yeah, because that goes out. I mean, I think Bobcat is in Jersey.
I
Is
think
that
so.
where he's
Yeah,
out of? He's out of New Jersey,
Yeah.
but he's on the SFD radio network.
Yeah, okay.
Which is slings, flings, and dingalings. That's what the fucking that's what it's called.
That's fucking awesome.
Flings.
Yeah, slings, flings, and dingalings.
That sounds like our type of place,
It's
man.
the adult radio network. So, but he's so you get it out to all those people in New Jersey.
Hell yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah, dude.
But yeah, I think it goes on Bobcat's website, I believe.
and then it shows up on Juice in the Morning's Facebook.
Does it?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We're coming for you, Justin.
you're gonna get some beer. Now I thought about that the other day when actually Thursday when we were coming down here. I was like, well, shit, man, we ought to try to get them to throw him some of their beer. And
We got 2
get
kegs
him-
of it out here. We
get
can
him
grab
to-
you guys, whatever.
Get him to review it or something.
For
I know,
sure.
because I mean, he's more or less just going to the liquor store and
Okay, yeah.
buying a craft.
Oh, fuck.
It's a craft beer
Tell me-
deal.
Are they? I saw the first one he had was Citrus Fest from
Yeah,
450
from
North.
450.
So is he doing like is it Indiana beer or
Yeah,
is it just
Indiana
okay,
only.
Okay,
Indiana
only.
beer.
Good
I just
deal.
want to. I'd love to just videotape him going to the liquor store. Because if we know Juice, to me that'd be funny.
Yeah.
What do I pick?
I think Smugcast start doing a weekly edition of following Juice to the fucking liquor store.
We can do that. That's easy.
Oh, with him and
But don't let them know you're there. Just film them from a fucking distance.
A 15-minute following juice.
We could do, and they just put it out, dude. He'd be like, "What the fuck?"
oh, happy anniversary, Juice! I think he just had a wedding anniversary too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right.
His
How many years?
2 years.
I don't know.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, I sent him a text message. I was like, "Hey man, congratulations on the anniversary." I was like more so that neither one of you has ended up on one of those episodes of How They Did It than anything. But
and it's kind of like how you guys do with the beer and everything. Like you guys have grown with a lot of different beer companies, same way we have with a lot of different podcasts.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's weird. It's really weird because you don't know people. Like some people we met from out of state. One guy met was from Philadelphia, and then we had a guy from Jersey.
yeah, Dan and Cody.
Dan and Cody.
A lot of those podcasts, since we were on your podcast, like Follow the Farm now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
We follow them back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're all local businesses and small businesses, which is kind of cool.
I like how it's crossing and like intersecting, two different cultures. You got your beer and hops and farm. Man, how many times you hear a farmer on podcast?
We're like the podcast sluts of Indiana.
Not very often.
What?
So we're like the podcast sluts of Indiana. That's what Matt Muncy from Indiana on Tap. He's like, you guys are the popular girl in school.
Yeah, I remember saying it.
And the funny part is, and I think the reason is because it's not like, yes, we have our own beer. It'll be coming out here soon.
Well, exactly. I mean, you get on the talk. I mean, I guess, because you guys are pretty young. I mean, how old are you?
I'll be 32 in a couple
32,
weeks.
and you're
33.
33. So, we're about the same age. But, like, what is, like all the other hop farms, are they all older people? Or are they, because, we're kind of in that podcast, era.
Most of them
age group
are in their, like Casey and Ryan are in their, 40s.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
Just people that are established, that have a job, money coming.
We are probably the youngest, though. Honestly. The youngest established farm in Indiana.
I don't know, man. There's a couple. We've seen
Hammer's a few years younger than us, but Martin's...
That's where and Hammer's doing the most. He's got
Who's he
28
with?
28 acres.
He's a crazy
out
horse
there,
hops.
Shit.
Uh-huh.
I think he's a year or two younger than me.
He was like a film guy for what?
Channel 8.
Channel 8, Wish TV 8.
Oh, really?
Like making real money, doing his job, and he quit
for,
that.
For indie style.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He's a pretty good dude, man. He's just definitely taught us a lot. He was the guy that showed. We went out to his farm and he had 1/8 of an acre or something like that, and it was small, really small, And then
Ryan and Casey.
he talked us all into it, and then Ryan Casey from Indy High Vines, they work, they help us out all the way through everything. So.
Yeah, and then Steve Howe from Howe Farms. But I would say we're probably granted. Ryan Hammer is a few years or a year.
How old is Steve? I don't think he's but 30, maybe 32.
No, Steve's 37, 36.
Oh,
Steve, if I fucked that up, I apologize.
But to me, I feel like everybody's within 30 to 45, and then you got a couple other folks that are
Paul and Sarah, and Mike and Sue, and
that they're
in
a
their
little
50s.
older, but you have to be established. You're talking 1 acre. 1 acre is going to cost you a minimum of $20,000 to get everything, with a tractor and everything. But the average is almost 40.
So when you talk irrigation, you talk.
I'm talking
your plants,
everything, man.
Your poles, your wires, the land you're growing on,
and that's not including time. You're talking. You're putting how much time do you think we put in just to get from we don't plant every year, but we do hang strings every year, and I think that's worse than planting.
Yeah.
It's just like planting them every year.
What does that do?
That's what they grow. They grow up the ropes every year. The things that are hanging out here. We left them here so everybody can see what's going on.
Okay.
So you have to tie them up at the bottom or at the top of the wire, and then you go down to the plant, and then you stab them in the ground, and then a few weeks later you'll train the plant.
Oh, and then it grows around that dude.
Yep, all the way up it.
Yeah,
wow.
It's called a vine, like Bravo INE, not a vine. Like vines, they actually stick to it, and you can leave them sit there for a long period of time. But vines, they recreate their growth every year.
Yeah,
Yeah, vines, exactly. Yeah. Hey man, it
just clicked.
Yeah.
So how much so what's how big an area do you have right here?
2 acres.
2 acres.
It's 2 acres. How much? How many hops?
2,300 plants.
Yeah.
2,300 plants, and how much do you get off per plant?
If everything is going correctly, a couple pounds.
It can be up to 5 pounds, but it just
that's if shit's working.
That's perfect.
So how much did you get out of this right here when you guys picked it?
So
this year we had like 6, 7.
700 pounds, but it was more due to the fact that we had issues and it wasn't perfect.
We also don't irrigate.
We don't irrigate.
We will this year though. But
we haven't done
expensive.
everything that needs to be done, but we're focusing on other things as well because we've got a bar going, we've got the wedding barn going, so it's not just.
Is that what's going to be next door?
Yeah, you see that big old barn? That's the wedding barn.
Yeah, that'll be the wedding barn.
So when's that supposed to be done?
Fuck.
When money comes in,
hopefully we have it open by next summer.
And we've got to make sure we get the licensing, and we've put this at a 10-year process, and we've already changed the process and what we're doing what, 10, 15 times probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, we went from just being hops farmers to
We had no intention of ever fucking brewing beer or having a brewery.
Ever.
And then
so now we're dealing with that and trying to get the resources for that. So it's taking away from this. So you've got to, you can't just put everything you have into one thing is what we realized.
we have a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what we're doing. We have the podcast, and then we've been doing video series, and then
It only takes one thing to take off, though.
yeah,
dude,
and
it's
then
on.
And then I started my own little video series that'll be out here shortly. It's called Awkward.
Awkward. All right. I like
like
the sound
you.
of that.
I like
and then
it.
and like I just invested in an actual movie camera, not like his camera, which is badass.
We gonna start doing porno?
We can if for the right money.
Talk to Joe.
Joe, you did. Joe,
I'm not supplying anything.
You sure?
I'm not supplying nothing.
I have a nice couch we can cast on.
Oh, casting. Oh, yeah.
Just call me Weinstein. Too soon? Too soon?
Not for me.
Okay.
Maybe for Jim Nance, though. Did you hear that shit the other day?
Yeah, but here's my problem with that. You know it's fucking going on. You did nothing because you didn't want your money to stop, your investors to stop, and the jobs to stop. So fuck you if it happened, if you allowed it to happen. So, and it's an awful thing. You know, it is awful, but until he finally wouldn't do what somebody really else powerful didn't want to do, and they were like, let's go ahead and let it all out now. They all knew about it. There's no way. That's why there's a whole different world out there in the film world.
That's why they're quiet right now. They're trying to deflect.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hollywood's full of that shit.
I really believe that's why all the Clinton crap came out, just so they deflect from Hollywood, so all that money's still there.
Yeah. I mean,
Literally.
they don't want to lose their funding and
a
financing.
lot of money out
That's
there.
a lot of money. You're talking, one person can finance this whole area and make it look fantastic.
Yes.
know.
Yeah, and then a lot of the financiers are. If you ever watch the Entourage movie, a lot of it comes from there's people in the oil business. They have no idea. They just want to be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So like, hey, here's $5 million. Do something with it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say producer.
Just give me $1 million return. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. You know?
And that's the whole thing is and it's such a weird world. And we're kind of in the entertainment business a little bit, but luckily we don't have to deal with any of that stuff.
Maximus.
And that's why
Not yet.
That's why podcasting is great, and then and that's why making your own movies and making your own videos is great. You don't have to fucking deal with anybody else.
No.
So, and that's the fun part about it because you don't have to play by their rules, and that's the other thing that's hurt Hollywood. People are like, I'm tired of watching the same shit.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like the same shit. that
Over
just comes
and
out.
over.
All they do
and
now is
over.
fucking reboots and like fucking sequels.
Well, that Snowman movie that came out,
Now that does look good. I'm gonna go fucking watch that shit.
What is it?
That snow? Who said Snowman?
I did, but
I'm gonna watch that.
But the reviews have killed it.
Fuck reviews.
I know, I agree. So basically, they're just already murdering it before it come out.
Unless you want to rate, review, and subscribe to the Smugcast.
That's right.
Thank you. Thanks for cheap hashtag cheap plug.
Thanks, G.
Because what it is, it's always some guy behind a computer who's like, oh, I just didn't like this movie.
Yeah.
The director didn't know because they took this book. It was a great book, and then from on the story I read from the interview, they didn't know they had the money yet.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden the money came in. And it's like, all right, we start shooting in 2 weeks. And the guy was like, fuck, we're not ready to shoot. And they're like, well, you need to shoot. So they tried to fit everything he had, cut down the script, and that's why it was like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll watch the movie first and then read the book.
I don't know why
What? I don't even know what the movie is.
I don't know. I have
About
too
a
much.
serial killer in like
Haven't seen it
fucking
yet.
Sweden or Norway or
Yeah,
some
and
fucking
and he keeps
Nordic
letting them
country.
know what's going on. Yeah.
Huh. I guess I've never even seen the preview of it.
I like serial killers.
Yeah. My wife used to fall asleep every night to that shit.
Oh, Juice sent us a message.
Oh.
Have fun with the boys. Wish I could be there.
Tell them Saturdays are for the boys.
Oh, juice.
Oh,
Supposed to go
geez.
shoot guns with him next Saturday morning.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I bet he shows up in a tank top.
I don't know. I'm bringing an AK. I know that.
You think he'll show up in
You want to borrow my
Yeah.
50 cal?
Oh, you got a
He's got a
50 cal?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I want to borrow your 50 cal.
Where are you shooting that? You
I don't
can't
know.
just shoot this fucker anywhere.
I don't know. I just want to shoot him.
I don't know. I just want to shoot something.
That
40-second in post.
Yeah, probably not rated for a 50 cal then.
No, there's a outdoor range down that I finally found one down around Green Castle. Is that right? Green Castle.
Next weekend?
Off
Yeah,
I-7.
next Saturday. Next Saturday morning. So I don't know. We're supposed to. I'm hoping. I don't. It just kind of depends on my wife, really. So I'm gone this Saturday.
My buddy and me,
My buddy.
kid sister.
Dude, I used to have one of those.
Yeah, I fucking got rid of it when my
Yeah.
older brother showed me that goddamn child's
Yeah.
play. I said, "Fuck this, My Buddy bullshit." No,
My
I was like 4 years old, and if motherfucker showed me child's play,
Yep.
my mom, we had bought it, or they'd bought it. Like my sister had like the other one, the girl or whatever,
Kid
And,
sister.
yeah, kid sister, and
Kid sister.
I had ended up like drawing on its face, and like we ended up like ripping its arms off and shit, and like we ended up throwing it out in the field because we tore it up.
Did it have a hole in the behind?
No, we put it in the front because it's a transgender. It doesn't have the body part.
You just switch them in and out like Mr. Potato Head.
That's right. It's like today it's a dude, tomorrow it's a pussy.
All right, whose turn is it with it? I need to switch. That's how parenting's going to be. Whose turn is it with it? We need to switch these parts around.
Yeah.
Just let them know it all. Let your kids in. Like, you see me with my boys. I mean, like, I don't try to, like, oh, no, we can't talk. I'm like, no, we're going to fucking talk about this.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be out there, you're not going to say something stupid and,
Yeah.
and sound like you don't know the information.
Yeah.
Like Colin said yesterday, he's like, pedophile. I'm like, do you know what pedophile means? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you can't walk around saying pedophile as a kid.
No.
He's like, someone's going to snatch you.
He says some dumb shit.
they're gonna ask who his father is,
Yeah.
or who his preacher is.
Yeah. Well, I said, Colin, you need to watch what you say because you're just one day away with blonde hair and blue eyes from someone snatching you up.
He is.
And I said, it's only 24-hour search.
Hell, they got to be missing for 24 hours before they even start looking for him.
Yeah, they'll
Well, I
bring.
don't know. I guess not if it's a kid.
They'll bring him back.
If it's an adult, don't they say you have to wait like 24 hours
Yeah.
before you can consider him a missing person?
I think so. Yeah, it's 24 hours.
That's a lot of fucking time.
But they have a
you
show.
should be in Mexico by
But they
now.
have a show called The First 48 for murders.
Yeah.
No shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Fuck somebody who's missing, about to be murdered.
I watched that show. It's a First 48, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like they solve every mystery at the end.
Do they?
Yeah, on some of
Isn't there one in Indianapolis called something?
I don't know.
It's like that or some shit. Somebody was talking about.
There's an actual live cop show now based out of where it's actually live as they go on patrol with their body armor.
Based on 38th Street.
I wish.
Yeah, until they fucking turn it off.
Yeah.
Sorry, shit's getting real.
Oh.
Turn the camera off.
You know what I saw the other day?
What?
I saw a video of a Miami cop passing a trooper going like 120 miles an hour.
Yeah?
Took her 5 minutes to catch up with him. She fucking caught up with him, pulled him over, put him in fucking handcuffs.
No shit.
Oh, that was the chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
She
that.
was just
I saw
like,
that.
get out of the car. And she put him
You're
in.
done.
Oh, so
yeah.
she was a state trooper?
And then he was in his cop car and blew by her because he was heading down to Miami. So
He wasn't a state trooper.
he was just
He was like a city.
He was a city
cop?
cop. Yeah. And so he didn't have his lights on, just blowing in and out of fucking. And I was just like, that's my favorite video now.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I love cops. They have a very hard job.
This
but
white chick, mom, she's a mom for sure. She
Yeah.
just walked up there and was like, get out of
and she cuffed his ass.
Did she?
And because that's the worst thing in the world is when you're on the interstate and the cop gets this far behind you. You're already nervous, even though you have nothing in your car, but you still feel nervous.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
anxiety.
You know, bad memories, flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
And then all of a sudden they go around you.
that.
My favorite thing is when I'm doing 85, I see a car pass me and going, fuck. Oh, it's a cop.
Yeah.
They don't have their light. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. That's right.
But I mean, there's no reason to be doing 120 on fucking any highway.
See, I was going down Spencer last weekend and had this trooper come flying up behind me with the lights on, man. And it freaked me out. I was like,
Oh yeah.
what the hell am I
What
doing?
did I do?
I was like, shit, I'm 2 mile an hour over the speed
Yeah.
limit. And all of a sudden he went right by me. I was like, damn.
Dude, that's the worst feeling in the world.
Skeeted
You
right
freak out.
past it. Yeah, I skeeted right past that one. Woohoo.
You know, it's been a long time since I've had like weed in my car or whatever. But every time I see a cop, the first thing that goes through my head was, "Shit, where's this?" Oh yeah, I don't smoke pot. I don't smoke pot anymore. It's not in the car.
Where's the road check,
Yeah,
man?
I start checking like glove compartments and
Yeah.
center consoles and shit.
That's the first row of my car when someone rides it. Like, you holding? They're like, no. Like, all right, let's go.
Let's
need to
do it
know.
all right now before we leave.
Yeah.
do I need to drive the speed limit where we're going, or can I speed a little?
Hey, at least we got that white privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just dark enough to raise suspicions. Is that your car? Yeah. Oh, it's a nice car.
Excuse.
That's why I always have Q with me.
No, it's his car, and he paid for it with a mortgage.
It's good to have the master race with you. Be like, "Ah, he's with me. I'm driving him around.
Hey, but he's white. It's all good.
I'm just the driver.
Because people that ride me, like Q's rode with me before, and Asian Sensation, like they don't like to ride with me. Like
Yeah.
Q's all right. Like riding with me, he's pretty calm, but he knows I can be like not the best driver. I'm a great driver.
I think Q should defend himself.
Yeah. Well, speaking of all right, so we were driving down here, right? Take 65 south.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll follow you, AP, no big deal. Because that way I'll know I won't really speed if I'm behind him, no big deal. So there's 3 lanes. He goes from the slow lane to the middle lane to the fast lane.
I'm glad you call it the slow and the fast lane.
Yeah,
I mean, because a
That's
lot of
what it
people don't
is.
do that.
It's a state law. That you, like, if you're going, like, I saw someone get pulled over for going too slow on the interstate, right?
No shit.
Yeah. What? Yeah, that's
I've never even heard
it's
of
a
that.
city it's an ordinance in Indianapolis. If there's slow, medium, fast, right? And if you're going below a certain limit, you can get pulled over because you can actually. It's just like speeding. If you're going too slow, you cause an accident.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm in. And
Mom, quit doing that shit.
people from out of state, like yesterday, people, and I'm such a dick. Oh yeah, yesterday morning when I started tailgating, it was this morning, wasn't it? Fucking guy got this far behind my bumper. I let him go by, fucking whipped it around, just sat there, and he went the middle lane, followed him over, all the way over, followed him over. And all of a sudden I thought, man, I'm going to fucking kill one of us. So I just backed off. But I was just like, there was no other traffic. He could have went around me, but he snuck behind me and was right on my ass.
Yeah.
And then I got behind him and he didn't speed up anymore. I thought he was going to blow by me, but he's like, no, I'm going to keep the same speed you were.
I was weaving in and out of traffic on the way down.
And it was a big ass truck. Yeah, you were going all over. I was like, pick a lane.
What the fuck? Motherfuckers are going too slow.
But you went,
I couldn't go left. There was a car there. Right lane was open. I took it. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
So you know exactly the exact point he's talking about then.
Oh yeah.
because I was like,
We're like Don Henley and
What
Glenn
the fuck
Fry.
are you doing?
We're like life in the fast lane.
I stopped in the middle of the fucking intersection. Yeah. I saw it at the last minute. I was like, oh, what's a stop sign? Well, I started to slam on the brakes and I had chairs and tables in the back, and that shit started coming forward. And I thought, oh, shit. So I hammered it back down.
So me and Q were laughing. I'm like, oh, you fucking missed a stop sign. And I was like, what a dick. You stopped in the middle of the fucking road
That's good.
and let the car set back. And then he goes. I'm like,
I was one of those. As soon as I took off, I went, who the fuck puts a stop sign right there?
This would have been Smugcast with BJ and Q.
It almost was a couple times.
yeah, with an iPhone.
Yeah,
Like,
about that board.
Yeah, everybody huddle around this. That'd be the first thing I asked for, Mike. Is everything okay in there? Your friend's dying. I'm like, I understand that. But
How's the board?
That's the board.
That bitch was expensive.
He keeps talking about how expensive it was.
Please don't touch the board. Please don't touch the board.
Can somebody explain to me how fucking goddamn expensive that Jim Kong update cost?
I don't know. It had to.
Like
It's
what
on
the
the Pat
fuck?
McAfee show.
You know who says that?
Yeah, it's Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm sure they had to pay him to do that.
Jesus fucking Christ! How fucking much to bitch about it every
Well,
goddamn week?
Because I would say that it was the amount was probably based on the potential of the show.
Oh fuck!
Because he's got a fucking million followers on Twitter. That show was bound to.
Every goddamn week, it's all bitch. They
Yeah.
just bitch about the fucking price of that intro, which
Yeah.
I like it. It sounds good.
I really don't know, even having an idea of an amount, but I would say that it was probably based on the potential of the show. Because you got to think he was on that show there for a while.
yeah,
at the
he
beginning.
started with Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now he's not on any of the shows that he was on. He's not on them anymore.
No, he used to be on Chick McGee.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
from
was on-
Bedford.
Yeah, his cousin. Have you ever heard of Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band?
Yeah.
Jason and the Rev, Josh, are cousins.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't know that. Yeah. But no, yeah, it's that they. I would love to just go in there and play around for a little bit. I'm glad they got their sound fixed because that was getting fucking annoying.
I know.
It's I don't know. It's amazing when like all that went down or whatever.
Yeah.
'Cause I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Like I just see videos. I don't know. Like I pay attention to some, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because right now it's if you get lost in the world, you don't have time for all of them.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
You go
a lot of
down
shit
you
going
go down a rabbit hole.
I don't,
a lot of shit
listen to radio, so all I listen to is podcasts in the car.
Yeah.
So I get 5 a week from them, Heartland and
Yep.
Pat, and then I get one a week from you guys.
Yep.
And yeah, so it equals out. I can
Well, you listen
all
to Rogan and Joey Diaz and
Bert Kreischer, and Ari Shafir, and then you guys. And,
See, I used to listen to Ari's, but I don't know, man. It's like sometimes I just
I don't
can't
listen
do
to
it.
every one of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I listen to them when I know a guest.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Do you? This is fucking hilarious. Do you remember Ari Shafir's his comedy from about 12 years ago called "The Amazing Racist"?
I don't think so.
Holy shit! You should Google some of these videos. He's a Jewish man.
Yeah.
And he would dress up in a Nazi uniform and walk into a synagogue.
Oh shit.
He would dress up in a Klan uniform and walk into like a Harlem dry cleaners.
Oh my god.
He would be in a Klan uniform at like a black neighborhood asking for gas. Is that what
Yeah.
Like he would go to a Muslim mosque and try to sell pork products. Like literally, like
I don't know why that one tickles me so much, but it does.
it is some ate up shit, but like, good God, it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm going to hell for this, but
Yeah.
I'm going to laugh on the way there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good stuff there.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna have to check it out. I didn't.
It's-
I saw
it's
some of
ridiculous.
I saw some of his older stuff. He's very funny, but he just
I was like a freshman in college when that shit was like hitting
Yeah.
Blockbuster rental, like
Yeah.
to like rent on DVD.
holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's right during that whole Jackass era too,
Yeah.
where you try to see how far you can push in, push other people.
Oh yeah.
Some of it, oh my God. So,
Yeah.
like,
It was also
bad.
what was the other guy's name? I can't even think of his name now. He had Borat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like that was funny when his wife's really hot, by the way.
Oh, is she really?
She was actually in Wedding Crashers as the redhead.
What?
Oh, he's
That's
married to
her
Isla
wife?
Fisher?
Yep.
Oh,
No
wow.
shit.
Yep.
Is that the
Sasha
one-
Baron Cohen. There, that's his
Is that
name.
the one with the big tits?
I believe so.
Yeah, the
She's
redhead
she's like a darker redhead.
that was like with
If
Vince
you-
Vaughn during that movie.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
you
she's the
leave
crazy-
me, I
crazy-
will find
crazy
you.
bitch.
Yeah.
I liked her.
Hot. Yeah, I did too.
I did. Right up my alley.
I like the crazy ones.
Yeah.
You want him to like stalk you and be like all
Creamy
about
and
you.
crazy.
I love crazy.
Well, just a sugar, just a little sprinkle of it.
Yeah. Oh no, man! I want full blown like duct tape your dick to your leg in the middle of the night. That's what I want.
Fist fight in the yard.
Fucking Q just said, "Oh no."
I'd rather-
Apparently, he has a story.
I'd rather have her I'd rather have her duct tape my dick to her leg.
That'd be interesting. That'd be
I'm just saying.
Yeah. At least then you could kind of get a little motion and it
A little friction.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, talk about Indian burn.
I call bullshit.
I got rug burn in my dick.
I call
Better than your own leg.
no bullshit, man. I mean, her taking off and all of a sudden that thing separates.
All right,
Excuse
okay.
me.
All right, you are right.
Excuse me.
That never
It's like
even crossed my mind.
Vlad the Impaler, wherever she goes.
Oh.
I just assumed she was passed out.
The technician in me, like, I just think of like, that's not gonna work.
I
I
saw
never
the,
even thought about her getting up, walking off.
Because I guarantee she's not gonna take it willingly.
I saw this video yesterday of this guy who put duct tape on someone's forehead and pulled it off.
Take his eyebrows.
Oh my God, they were gone. And they were like best friends or whatever.
That's some police academy shit.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and then his reaction, like, why did you do this? And you can tell he's emotional. He's looking in the mirror and he's looking at his eyebrows on the duct tape. Like, why'd you do this? Because he does a bunch of internet videos, and this
Yeah.
was a prank. This wasn't like part of one of their bits. You can see in his face, he's like, I got videos to do, and I have no eyebrows. I can't think of the worst. I remember the worst. Well, the worst pranks I did was to my brother Craig. #Craig. We shaved our head for football,
Yeah.
and then I told him that Icy Hot was supposed to go on your head.
Oh shit.
That way it will help. That way it doesn't break out with after you shave your head.
That's gonna burn.
Damn.
He had his head in the toilet.
Oh shit.
The scream because he could get his head underneath the sink, and I wouldn't tell him where the other bathroom was.
Oh
And
man.
I'm pissing myself. He just running around the place.
What's the worst prank that ever happened to you?
I don't even know.
Icy hot in your petroleum jelly.
Ooh.
That'd be a bitch.
I can't even think of the worst one that happened to me. Really,
I got tricked into having a sex with a girl one time. It's horrible.
I almost had the worst prank.
You have 9 fingers?
hold on 1 second. I got to hear this right here.
What was it?
I got tricked into having sex with a girl one time.
Well, that's awful.
You didn't trick her into having sex?
It may have went that way.
You didn't tell her God would want it this way, like one of my friends told a girl and she fell for it.
I didn't quite go that route.
That's what he said. God would want this to happen.
That's
It
impressive.
was,
It was.
It was more like your parents want this to happen. I'm special.
Wow, Bill.
Your mom already said no, so you're the next logical choice.
Mom gave you triangles whenever you needed squares.
So, when was this, in high school?
Yeah.
And so she asked you, how did she trick you?
She didn't. I tricked her.
How'd you-
We done went over this.
No, how'd you trick her, though?
I don't know. Typical guy shit.
Like
Like,
something in her drink?
No, we're not going into this.
My
You
penis,
brought it up.
Hold on, what's a statute?
Sounds like you already went into it.
Limitations?
my penis is so smooth. Please touch it.
I think
I was like, I have a rash. I need lotion.
Yeah, the opposite.
the meanest prank that almost happened to us was we went up for a football visit at a college with one of my older friends. We were still juniors in high school. He was a senior, so we went up there to go party. We drank all night, got kicked out of a frat, all kinds of
Awesome.
fun night, you know.
Sounds like my night, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then all of a sudden we get back there and we all drank a case of beer ourselves that day.
Jesus Christ.
We started drinking at 8 a.m. Didn't
Hey,
finish.
you can't drink all day if you don't start in the fucking morning.
Yeah, we went. I think we started like, I don't know, 10 or 11, whatever. We went to McDonald's, ate, cracked
Yeah.
open beer, to start drinking all night.
Oh, damn.
So we finally go to bed like 3, 4 in the morning, and these guys, you hear this guy other guy got kicked out of the frat, kicking shit down the hallway. These fucking frat, blah 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 blah. And he opened the door because he said we could stay in his room.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, these motherfuckers are so awake we can't piss on them.
What the fuck?
I'm like, who wants to piss on another dude? And then,
We went over this last week.
then later I found out it's kind of funny.
I'm so glad I wasn't there. I'd be kicking some ass, bro.
One of the other worst pranks was I pissed in someone's Mountain Dew bottle and watched him drink it.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Did he
That's a
enjoy
classic.
it?
I don't know. I told the story before. He was just a fucking ratty kid.
Now he loves golden showers
Yeah.
now.
Like, you should have put that in the refrigerator. It's going to be warm now.
I love a salty vinegar drink.
The worst prank. One of the worst pranks that almost happened was my stepdad Steve. He put dog shit in a cherries box, put underneath the Christmas tree for
Chocolate
us.
cherries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the household I grew up in. It was fun.
Yeah. I can,
Like
I
we
can
used
see
to,
that.
we used to put chocolate
dick.
syrup on the inside of the door and go knock on the outside of the door, so mom would answer and get chocolate syrup all over her hand.
Oh, shit.
All kinds of stupid shit like that. I used to take a Jason mask while people were sleeping and throw it straight up so it looks like it's coming right at them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Steve was laying in the floor, fucking screaming, "I want to fucking kill you!"
We only we did a lot of pranks during the 4-H, like for cattle and swine. You know, we would stay the night at the barn. But goddamn, we only used shaving cream.
No shit.
Yeah, no
You
shit.
had a prime opportunity to use some shit on
They had
something.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Literally.
that's and
We never slept at the fair. Like, it was just like we stayed there, but like,
You didn't go to sleep.
fuck no.
Yeah. That's all nighters, man. That's
Do
the
a
best.
bump, grab some fucking shaving cream. We're down.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I once someone asked me to cut their hair,
Pretty
and
good stuff, man.
and I didn't really like them. I didn't like them. I was like, because I could fade in high school. I was like, there's kids would come over, that we all hang out and do some other stuff, but they're like, hey, can you cut my hair? I didn't fucking like this kid. Didn't fucking like him. So he's like, I need a number 2 fade, and I was like, guard fell off. Oh man, my bad. I might have to shave your head, bro. Because I did it right here where you
Yeah.
can't cover up the fade. I'm like, I
Yeah.
might have to shave your head, man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
His mom was
Asshole.
pissed.
I'd be really fucking pissed.
My rule is I never start things. I never start things.
Yeah.
I never do.
You just finish them.
I just one up you if you do it.
There you go.
I'm not really a starter. I can be if I'm way too drunk. But I mean, don't get me wrong.
Where we at right now?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm fantastic. But
Four deep.
But I will tell you, it's more to me. It's like I don't want nobody disrespecting my friends.
Yeah.
You know, my wife, my wife's, my friend of my wife. You know, you know, if I'm with a group of people, you disrespect anybody in my group,
Yeah.
you're disrespecting me
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my philosophy. Yeah. Like right there is because
immediately.
we're to the point where we just like, we're having good fun right now. Someone come in and
Yeah.
say something to us like, what the fuck did we do to you?
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
going to fire us up like, okay.
My problem is I don't talk. I literally will knock you cold.
Yeah. And I just knock you the fuck out.
You keep running your fucking gum dumpster. It's coming. Like, and I don't even, like, I may talk like that to the speaker, but whenever in real life, I'm not going to say nothing to you.
Yeah.
Your ass is going to be laying on the ground and realize, oh, you just made a mistake.
Yeah.
But that's me.
There's a difference between ribbing each other and having a good time, and then crossing the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are starting to roll.
I was
in,
going to say, we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
The party is about to start.
Absolutely.
Everybody's showing
we can
up.
do this a little later and catch up
it's
on what's
fine.
going on.
I mean, hell, we've already been an hour and a half into this, dude.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Skippy over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait him to get out of the bathroom. We'll end
Yeah.
it.
Quit whacking it off.
Everybody, you need a hand?
Nah.
I would have came in and helped you.
How cold was the water?
Cold enough.
Deep too.
So
Wasn't
do you
6 inches deep.
do you sit down or stand up to pee?
it? Oh shit!
You motherfucker.
Or do you do like a triangle like this? You just like hunch over it.
Stands up to wipe his ass.
I just let it dangle and I just piss from there.
It's like a bobber in the water.
Well, man, we appreciate you guys letting us come down and do this and hang out.
Thank you guys so much for coming down, man.
No, we appreciate you.
We're here every year about this time, man. So
That's awesome.
We'll make this a thing.
We should say thanks for coming over.
I know. That's what I was like, what am I going to say?
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for coming down. Okay.
It's always a good time around these guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What So is there anything else? Because
we need to say people that have helped us out. Gary Meyer.
Yeah.
We're at the Meyer Farms. He owns a lot of the property around us and takes care of everything that's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he helps us out more than anything. More than anybody, he's real quiet. And then
We also want to thank Luke Perkins. He works for Taxman Brewing. He helped us a lot today getting set up.
Good deal.
We want to thank Doug Talley.
Scott
from
Hash.
Indiana Red Barn.
Scott Hash from Southside Electric. He's a fucking hell of an
They
electrician.
all come out and help us out, get set up, and get everything going today. And
Good
then,
deal.
Jim Walker from Big Jim's Barbecue.
Yeah, free. He supplied the barbecue for us.
And
Good
then Jared May and Nate Finney from the Tap Brewing in Bloomington. They're bringing a keg of Farm Fresh over. And then
awesome.
Jeff, Ed, Tim, and Sarah from Quaffon. They provided that keg of 812 Harvest Ale for us today.
Awesome. I am going, even though I'm not drinking anymore.
That's okay.
Well, she's weak. I am going to taste that beer.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I mean,
to.
because one thing that have come out of this podcast, where it goes from this further, is like it's the people we may meet and what these guys are doing. It's really awesome. It's
yeah.
very inspirational. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
when they invited us down, I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, they've only invited us to like 3 other things. We haven't been able to make it.
Oh, by the way, that's
That's the
your
one that matters, man.
that's
I know,
your
man.
one nice compliment.
Hey man, we give you all the compliments in the world for coming down, dude. We do appreciate
It's
it.
awesome because it's very similar. I know we need to go. Like we have
Yeah.
our shirts, they have their shirts. It's like we're all trying. It's
Yeah.
it's awesome to be down in this atmosphere.
Yep.
Makes me feel like I'm back home.
Plus, I was going to say, plus we're like goddamn hop, skip, and jump from your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Thanks for letting us come down, guys. We're glad to do a podcast with you. Finally,
Absolutely.
Joe finally got to be on.
Fucking
I
A
love
right.
it, man. It's awesome. Be sure to what is all your social media? Everything is
Instagram is spelled out 812
812
Farms.
Farms.
Facebook 812 Farms spelled out. Twitter is the numbers 812 and then Farms.
Yeah.
Says on characters. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
That's all we got.
Do you guys have a website yet?
No, man.
Do you not? I was
What about a
wondering that.
Snapchat? I think you
Joe
guys
has Snapchat, but not the farm.
What up, bitches?
we need to find that Snapchat.
Find Joe's.
It sounds like it's gonna be a fun Snapchat.
I'm pretty wild.
Awesome.
I'm pretty fucking wild.
We'll have to find. We're not. I don't know. Do you want?
If you like nudity,
oh shit.
subscribe.
Rate, review, and subscribe.
If you'd like to see more of these episodes,
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Big thank you to the sponsor, 812 Farms.
hell yeah.
we don't have anything else to say that's going on yet. Is there any other parties and stuff going on that you're going to be at, aware of? Because we're out of parties now.
No, not right now, man. I mean, if
All right.
We have a New Year's party at the house with a live.
if everybody, I mean, we do a friendsgiving.
Yeah,
you know.
Friendsgiving. Yeah.
You know, I usually cook a turkey.
Yeah.
He'll do some things that we'll get
Luke
everybody
cooks a lot
together.
of shit,
So.
and we have
Yeah.
a good time. Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll invite you guys down.
Cool. Good deal. Well, so A12, big shout out to A12 Farms.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Ranger Nutrition. Don't forget, you can go to rangernutrition.com, use promo code SMUGCAST, and you're going to get 15% off your order. Also, My Easy Company. You can go to their website, myeasyco.com. Use promo code SMUGCAST, and you're going to get 10% off your order. Also, a big shout out to Repo Records. They help us out with the audio each and every week. They actually loaned us the mics we're using right now. So big shout out to them. It's Repo Records, taking the music back.
Repo.
They like that's it. Is that it? That's it.
Yeah, just social media.
I don't have my notes. It wouldn't matter. I don't read them. You can check us out. You can check us out on Twitter. It's at Smugcast Show. You can find BJ. It's at the BJ Robbins. You can find me. It's at the Aaron Powell. Stole that from BJ. Also, you can find us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Smugcast. We are also on Instagram. It's at Smugcast_. If you got any shitty emails you'd like to send us, go ahead and send those to smugcastshow@gmail.com. I believe that's it.
And we will not have a song this week, actually.
We will not, because we don't have the technology right now to do it.
You want me to sing?
Yeah.
No.
We're going to sing out. What are we
What,
going to sing?
what do we all know? What do we all know?
I like fat bitches. I like them slim. I'll take a fat bitch. I'll get right in.
I like the sound of it. I don't know the words.
I don't know that one.
That's too short, baby. Get it right.
Oh, it is. Long black gangster Cadillac.
But hey, we will have. Somehow have a link. We'll probably put out to be able to buy the shirts.
Which they're absolutely fucking amazing.
They're pretty awesome.
I like that font, dude. I really do.
I know, man. That was an accident. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it a lot. It looks good, man.
I accidentally came across it, and I was like, "Yep, that's what we're going to use." So we'll. I think there's some pictures of them on our Facebook page. We'll throw some up and get a link to where you all can purchase those if you want them. But I think that's it.
That's
you
it.
Guys, you got anything? What are we singing? What are we
For
going
everybody
on
who missed the party today and you didn't listen to their last couple episodes to come down, sorry, suckers.
Yeah, it's a great time.
to? Well, what are we singing?
I don't know. Come up with something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just
I'm
don't say
through with
silent.
standing in line. The clubs will never.
God.
Hey, I don't know what the fucking deal with this Nickelback, but I fucking like Nickelback. I'm just saying. I don't know what the fucking problem is.
Did you? There's a video up on my Instagram.
Check out BJ's
I'm sure you like
Instagram.
Creed too, bro.
Who the fuck doesn't like Creed?
Scott Stapp doesn't even like Creed anymore.
With my arms wide open.
That's a good song.
Just keep going to that.
That's a good song.
Just do 10
I
seconds.
don't remember the words.
Arms wide open.
All right. Well, until next week, kids.
Stay smug.
With arms wide open. That's all that I remember. I don't listen to Creed. All right, that's it. We're out, folks.